Our senior correspondent Rick Leventhal is about 80 miles down the coast in Wilmington, North Carolina, which was surrounded and cut off by floodwaters after the storm. Rick?
And Shepard, we believe we watched the president fly over us here on his way from New Bern down to South Carolina in a convoy of helicopters and Osprey aircraft. As you mentioned, he did go into New Bern, where he was passing out hot meals to residents who were driving through that food distribution point at a church after he landed at the Marine Corps Air Station at Cherry Point this morning, and he got a briefing from local, state, and federal officials. After handing out those meals, he headed into town where he saw some of the heavy damages there that you reported on, the thousands of and hundreds of homes there, at least, that were inundated with more than 6 feet of flood water. Thousands of structures across the Carolinas have been damaged or destroyed. At least 10,000 people are still in shelters, and some 3,000 rescued by air or boat, along with hundreds of pets, roughly 150,000 without power. The president offering reassurances today.
The insurance company doesn't want to pay. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Maybe we'll try and help you a little bit. But I want to find out the name of the insurance company. Okay? Doesn't sound right.
There is some progress to report, Shepard. About 80% of the roads here in Wilmington have been cleared, and at least half of people have gotten their power back. But there's still a curfew in effect here in New Hanover County, and the floodwaters could rise here in Wilmington again early next week.
At last check, Rick, officials are blaming this storm for the deaths of 37 people.
Yeah, and 27 of them here in North Carolina, where the governor said they took a death punch, but 2 more deaths overnight in South Carolina. There were a couple of mental health detainees who were being transported in a sheriff's van, and a couple of deputies were in that van. They drove into some floodwaters. They got trapped. They got swamped. The deputies were able to get out. They say they tried to save those 2 women in the van, couldn't get them out. Those deputies were plucked off the top of the van. Still more than 1,000 roads that have been closed or inundated by floodwaters. The officials here are telling people if you did evacuate, it's too soon to come back because the worst isn't over yet, Shep.
Rick Leventhal live for us. Rick, thanks very much.